Hello YouTubers, it's Tony, and today I'm going to show you and talk about how to replace a broken tub drain, part 2. In my first video I actually did not do that because my tub drain wasn't broken at the time. Unfortunately, since that time my tub drain is broken and I will actually need to remove it this time, so I'll show you how to do that. Here are some of the things you'll need to do the job correctly. You'll need a 1/2-inch ratchet, a 1/2-inch driver, some plumber's putty. You'll need a new drain stopper, of course, some plumber's tape. And by the way, guys, the plumber's tape will actually go around the threads of your new drain stopper. This tool is very handy. It's called a tub drain removal tool. I purchased it at Lowe's, I believe, and it probably was about $25. So let's get started, guys. Okay, guys, here's my problem. Typically, your tub drain stopper would go down in there. This screw would actually screw down in there, and then you'd simply just push the tub drain down to lock it, push it down to release it. For some reason, mine's is broken, so no matter what I do, it doesn't catch because the threads are stripped somehow, so it just wiggles back and forth. But let's say, for instance, you needed to replace your tub drain simply because maybe it's leaking around here and you need to pull it out to reseal it with plumber's putty and tape. Well, typically, most people would take a screwdriver. I know I did. And you would wedge it down in here against these fins and you try and turn this out. But these things aren't really strong and they really aren't meant for the force of a screwdriver, and you can easily break them. So let's say you were just doing it because it was leaking. You needed to remove it because it was leaking. Here's a tool that I purchased probably about 4 or 5 years ago. I don't remember where I purchased it from. I'm gonna guess Home Depot or Lowe's. And it has a funny head that's designed to kind of go down in there and grab the fins so you can turn it, but I don't really care for it. And then it has this funky top that's sort of designed to go down in there as well and turn it, but I don't really like that either. That's where my drain tub removal tool comes in very handy. Works awesomely. So let's say these fins were broke and you have nothing to actually push against to turn it out, then you'll need this particular tool here. And basically what you do is you put that tool down into your drain. Take a hammer, guys, and give it a couple good taps. And then what you want to do is take your driver and insert to the head of the drain removal tool. Remember, it's a 1/2-inch drive. And I'm going to actually place the camera down in a spot and hopefully it will catch me removing it so that you will know how to do it as well. So I'll be right back. Okay, guys, now that I've inserted my ratchet down into the head of my drive, what you want to do is give that a couple good hard turns to the right. And as you'll notice, it's starting to turn. And your drain is out just like that, guys. And then just slowly turn it out. And voila, there's your old drain. It's out. Be mindful to try and pick up anything that falls down into the hole, although for the most part the particles will be small enough that water will push them down and out, but try and get what you can while you're there. You don't want to clog up the drain by accident. So again, there's the old drain, and I'm going to put plumber's putty around the new drain. I've already put plumber's tape, but I'm going to put a little bit of plumber's putty around it as well. And I'll be back with you in a moment. Okay guys, I'm back. What I've done now is I've taken my plumber's tape and put around all the threads of the new drain stopper, or the new drain, and I put plumber's putty around the black sealant, so that all you really need to do now is just place the drain back down in its hole, and you want to start hand tightening it first. So remember earlier, guys, I showed you another tool that was quite funky looking. I don't really care for this tool, but this tool works wonderfully when you're putting your drain back in. You know, you can use the drain removal tool here when you're taking out an old drain because you don't care about busting it up. But when you're putting a new one in, this will actually work wonderfully. So what I do, guys, is I put that down in there around the drain, and I turn it until it's nice and tight, trying not to damage the fins of the drain. Again, you want to turn it until it's nice and tight. Actually, I need to grab a screwdriver, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. So what I do with this particular tool is I take a screwdriver and I turn it until it's nice and tight. But don't go overboard, guys. Just turn it until it's sort of snug. When you start feeling that it's no longer turning, then you can back off, because it should be sealed by the time it starts giving you resistance. And that's pretty much it. And then you can take and wipe up your excess plumber's putty. What I also recommend, guys, is before inserting the drain stopper, and this one is a funky one, you just screw the head down in there and you put it back together the same way you took it apart. It's pretty easy. But before you insert the drain stopper, regardless of how your drain stopper looks, these are two different types of drain stoppers. You want to run some cold or hot water down there and flush any of the old plumber's putty out the way. And then you're pretty much done, guys. I hope the video helps. If you have any questions, please reach out. Thanks for watching.